Hello, good morning. My name is Robyn Mumford, and I am just here today to say that today is the first day of the rest of your life. I'd first like to apologize for the lighting behind me. I'm not really winning with that yet. I'm decided I'm just going to continue because what I've got to say matters, and because the journey that I'm on is going to help somebody today. So the first thing is just to show up for yourself. I'm showing up for myself and for whoever needs us today. So as I said, my name is Robyn Mumford, and I am part of a community, a digital growth community, where we are showing people how to create a 2-hour workday following a proven, done for you system, which is showing parents how to create more time with their children. It is showing people how they can quit their jobs that they hate. It is showing people how you can learn a skill set to really define what your purpose is and then to move into that space. So I'm very, very excited. I was on a Zoom call last night with, I think they weren't 600 this time. I think there were about 500 of us. And then our mentor takes us on a journey. She goes through different points. Last night, it was how do we get to our 6 figures, 10K in 90 days, and are we showing up as that person? So hence, on the other side of that, it was amazing. And I'm just like, what the heck am I waiting for? So we were on a call, and one of the ladies that was in the room with us, first of all, on the Zoom, it had my husband's name and not my name. And we just went into this room, and I was thinking, flip, it's Keith, my husband. I thought, flip, they're going to open it up, and I'm going to be stuck in the room with all other guys. Anyway, Rion was the only other guy, and I will speak about Rion, and I'm going to ask Rion to come on here and to also share with you his experience, just because it was so lekker to have a guy from South Africa that's building his dream through this program. He was in corporate for years. I want to say corporate America. He was in corporate South Africa, and he went into a boardroom, and whatever happened, within 4 hours, he lost his job, his career, everything that he'd worked hard towards. I know because I've not followed him on TikTok or social media, but he is on my For You page. This marketing, digital marketing, social media marketing is next level. So I don't follow him and I don't like him, although it comes on my For You page. So I have watched many of his trainings, and he is phenomenal. He speaks to people that like him. So when he came onto the room last night, I was like, oh, I know you. I actually thought he was going to be the 8th South African millionaire. But guess what? The 8th South African millionaire through this digital marketing program is another woman. This lady I think she's a student. I haven't actually followed up or checked in, but she's a student, and she's been in the business, I think Rion said, for 2 months. Why? Because that age group just gets TikTok. They just get their audience. They are coachable, and they are hungry for more. So if anything I've just said has resonated with you, or the fact that I'm trying to do digital marketing and first of all, my lighting is so cut, maybe that would be something. Let me flick this around and see if it doesn't get better. Okay, so we've got a joke, a friend and I. She does the faceless part of my business. Well, not my business, it's our business. So we are on this digital growth community and this digital growth program together. We are legacy builders. We are CEOs of our company. Our company is robynmumford.net. That is our umbrella. And then we are building different opportunities and leveraged income, passive income within that. So digital marketing and the Legacy Builders program is one of the tools and one of the things that we do. We are trying to upskill ourselves. We are here to learn as much as we can so that when we take whatever we learn, we can apply this into any other business. So our goal is to market ourselves. I do the face, I do the TikTok, I do all of that. And then she does faceless. She was in corporate and in a global company, and she worked there for I think 12 or 13 years. I could be mistaken. I'll double check with her. She was in that corporate position, and in March she got the phone call. They cut off all her communications. She didn't get a package or a payout or anything, and she was in the position where now she's sending out CVs. So I think March, April, May. I think May was her last income. She has sent out her CV. The average salary, Rion said it last night on a call, the average South African salary at the moment, average, is 27,000. I know that on the South Coast, it's between 8 and 15,000, just from sort of having a look around, listening to people. And yeah, so this opportunity shows us normal people, I mean, I don't have any background in studies. I did not study after school. I went to Pinetown Girls High School in KZN. I went to school, I did matric. By the skin of my teeth, I passed. I think I got an A for drama, which kind of just pole vaulted all the rest of my marks up. I don't know how that works. But you see, from school, I did drama. I got an A. And here I am at nearly 40, monetizing my sparkly personality. So I just wanted to, to share. So I don't have any degree. I don't have any background. I haven't studied. But I am super coachable. I don't want to jump around too much because my point of this today is to say my name is Robyn Mumford. I come from a background in having not studied, having just been in the world in PhD, past having doubts. I've got a PhD, past having doubts. And I was reminded of that this morning when I matriculated in 2023. So that was 21 years ago, 2003 even. Yeah, 2003. So that was 21 years ago. So for a long time, I said I was in my gap year. I'm in my 20th gap year, whatever gap year, because people assume that you're going to go do a job. You have a gap year until you study. Is that not what a gap year is? You have a gap year till you study, till you figure it out. So I went from school and I went to a corporate where I was helping they were doing an audit. So I was helping with filing. An opportunity came up where they started a new department, and it was two options. It was client services and valuations, a new department that they were opening. And so that's how long SA Home Loans has had a valuations department for 20 years. 20 years. Happy valuations department, SA Home Loans. So I went to go to help with the audit. I was fresh out of school, but they gave me an opportunity. I showed up. It was highly recommended that I did not do client services because obviously when you're 18, you know everything. Can you imagine? And so I went into valuations. I was there for 2 years, absorbed, loved it. And then I moved on. I moved to Johannesburg to pursue. I actually went to au pair and be a PA for my aunt, who actually was one of the first people that started with Honey Fashion Accessories. And that was 1994. I think 1994. I was 9 years old. So I went from SA Home Loans to working for somebody, my aunt, who was a team leader for Honey Fashion Accessories. She then got offered a corporate role where she was in the office, but she was building not globally, countrywide. So she would travel. So I went up to au pair for my cousins, and I was her PA, helping her sort out. She would do opportunity meetings. If you know direct selling and multi-level marketing, you would have an opportunity meeting. Now everything is online, COVID and all of those things. I think just that happened. So yes, so I would set up for her meetings. I would know exactly what the figures were, what sales, what team leaders were doing what sales. Can I just take this moment? So Honey Fashion Accessories is costume jewelry. These are not from Honey Fashion Accessories. These are leather from somebody local here. But so Honey Fashion Accessories is fashion accessories, costume jewelry, fake, we used to call it junk jewelry. The joke around it was that we used to sell junk jewelry, but we used to earn more than most people. My husband was studying to be a CA, and most months I would earn more than him. And he used to get excited about it, let me just tell you. And we used to, we did really, really well. I think I was 24 and I was earning more than 24,000 Rand then. I think my best month we did 400,000, just under 400,000 at 23% plus whatever personal sales I did. So we earned well. So fast forward, I've jumped all over the place. I went to Joburg to become a personal assistant as well as an au pair. Okay. I became a honey sales consultant where we used to take a catalog. I don't even have a catalog anymore, actually. We used to take a catalog and there was no Facebook. We used to go, I used to take the catalog to the swimming pool where the kids were doing sport. I used to sit with the catalog and a highlighter and make notes. And yeah, I used to wear all my aunt's jewelry. So I looked like a proper Stanton Crew girl from Pantown nogal. I used to wear all the jewelry and have her handbag. And then I remember my cousin was 5 or 6 years old at the time. And sure, that's my youngest son's age now. How time goes. So York will be 24 next month in a few weeks' time. And I went up and yeah, he used to say, Robs, why are you using my mom's handbag? And he used to get quite emotional some days because he was like, why are you using my mom's bag? I'm like, because it matches my earrings. And you know, earrings and handbags and shoes are one size fits all. So I used to yeah, I used to wear the product. I used to love the product. And I was so excited because I'm not really I wasn't a jewelry person. I actually am not really now, but I did put my bow in my hair and my earrings in for this video because I'm showing up. Okay, so fast forward, I then in 2008, so 2004, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, I moved to Joburg. Okay, so 2006, I moved to Joburg to become an au pair and a personal assistant. Only in the October, I think that was 16th of June, actually, 16th of June 2006, I drove my little Opel Corsa to Joburg. I had just got my driver's license and I was very intimidated. I got lost in Lone Hill, if that means anything, but it's anything to anybody. There were complexes all around. Everything looked like everything else. And I remember phoning Janine the one day and saying, I dropped the kids at school, but they were my map. They were like my Garmin. And now I'm lost. Are you by the park? Are you here? Are you there? Anyway, so I did get home. And yeah, so that journey was I was au pair for 2 years, saved as a sales consultant. So as a sales consultant, I earned my commission as a sales consultant. I knew which team I wanted to be in. I was very specific about whose team I wanted to be in. And that team leader is now got her own business in New Zealand, and that is Ariella. And I only wanted to be in Ariella's team. I promised my cousins that I wouldn't do honey. So that was June, July, August, September. I started in October. I remember that I started in October. And in a year, from October 2008 to July, so less than a year, as a sales consultant, earning 15% on handbags and 20% on earrings and necklaces and all those other things. We didn't even have shoes. Honey now have shoes and other accessories, but then we didn't have shoes. We had handbags, earrings, necklaces. We didn't have perfume. We didn't have any of those things. And I managed to save cash because there was no EFTs. I had one client, my best client. She always used to pay me with a check. That's how long ago it was. And yeah, so I used to go cash my check and then I used to collect the cash. And in that space of time, I managed to save just off my sales consultant commission, 50,000 Rand cash. With that cash, we were able to go to the UK. I thought that we should move to the UK. My boyfriend then fiance, now husband, yes, the two of us, off we went with a pink suitcase and a blue suitcase, and off we went to London. I think it was a 6-year plan. I think we were there for, I don't even think 6 weeks, maybe 6 minutes. Anyway, we ended up coming back to South Africa with no regrets, but he did say, we are going back, but we're not going backwards. So it'll be too easy for you to go back and au pair and fit back into whatever it is that I was doing. So I said, okay, can I please try to be a team leader, a honey team leader? So he said, okay, you have got 3 months. I think he said 3 months. And if you do not, by the new year, so that was October. So it was again October, November, December. He said, if I haven't got this right by the new year, I need to go get a real job. So I was like, okay. So as a team leader, our task as a new team leader was to do 35,000 Rand sales within 3 months. So 10,000, however that looked. Over 3 months, you needed to be able to do 35,000 by the third month, you should be doing at least 35,000 in 1 month. Anyway, month 1 came. Now, remember, I'd now given all my clients away because I've moved to England. And yes, so those, whoever those clients were, went to whoever else I was working with at the time. So I had to start over again. But this time a team leader. So it was so different to selling earrings because now I could share an opportunity that could and did influence and impact people's lives. I felt like I had the biggest prize, the biggest award, the biggest gift I could give anybody was this opportunity. I was so excited for this opportunity. Every single day I showed up. I absolutely loved every single sales consultant. I went to birthday parties. I went to weddings. Was really strangers became friends, and friends that became family. My bestest friends now even are the team leaders that I worked with, the sales consultants that I worked with, and we just walked a journey together. We have gone through babies, we've been through cancers, we've been through losing everything, we've been through gaining everything, we've been through moving houses, we've been through overseas, we've been through so much. And I think for me, that was the biggest blessing of a journey that I walked for. I've resigned 3 years ago from Honey, but that journey that I was on and the personal development and everything that I gained, it was my identity. So we went to the UK. No, we didn't. Yes, we went to the UK. We came back, became a team leader, 35,000 Rand sales the first month, 65,000 the next month. Was going into Christmas from then. I did 100,000 or more. Blessed beyond measure. Selling earrings for 89 Rand, necklaces for 249 Rand, handbags for 389 to 649. That's what we did. And I absolutely loved it. We had a tiny flat. I thought that flat was tiny. It was tiny, and that was before we had children. But now, the flat that we're in now, I'll get to that for another video. But yeah, so I used to do the sales out of the boots of my car. When we moved to the UK, I had an Opel Corsa, which I then gave to my mom. So we came back, and Keith got a job, and a salary was enough to carry us for 3 months in case my sparkly personality didn't really work out with the Honey thing. And so we bought one car, and it was a Opel Corsa, but an OPC. It doesn't OPC overpriced car. It was an overpriced car, but it was the most affordable, like sporty car. And Keith absolutely loved that car. It was an amazing season for us. 2 doors, roof rack for the bicycles. The bicycles, the other bike wasn't mine, if you're wondering. But it was an amazing season. We lived in a granny flat in Gallo Manor, and it was meant to be, we were going to stay there for 6 months or so while we got on our feet. I think we ended up staying in the Gallo for 9 years. Yeah, I was like way pregnant with our first son when it was like, okay, you can't fit in here anymore. So off we went, and we bought a house. Anyway, my journey with Honey over those years, we had an incentive trip and we had a conference every year. So July was always conference time. My first conference was in Cape Town. And I remember that they launched, I know who I was sitting next to, I know how I felt, I know the hotel, the conference room that we were in. And they put the picture on the screen and they said, we are launching Croatia. And I was like, where the heck is Croatia? But it showed waterfalls, and waterfalls are my thing. Keith made me climb a mountain in the Berg, in KZN in the Underberg, I don't know how many years ago, and he proposed under a waterfall. Waterfalls are my thing. So when I saw that waterfall come up on the screen, I was like, I am going to Croatia no matter what. And I don't know how it worked, but I ended up sharing a room with a phenomenal mentor, phenomenal leader, actually a huge influencer in the community at the moment. She left Honey also a couple of years ago, but she has got a massive impact. At some stage, maybe I'll have her on here to share her story, life after Honey. Yeah, maybe I must do that for all the people that have gone on to do greater things since then. And Muniba Bayat. She was the most phenomenal. I was sat in that room, and I'm sure she'll remember this. and I was brand new to the business. She was a lot more mature in her journey and a phenomenal leader. She had other team leaders that she was mom to, mentor to, and yeah, she was like, if you can do this, Robyn, you can do this. I believe in you. You can do this. And she went out and she came back, and that night we had this long conversation, and she just, I don't know what exactly she said, but I just remember the feeling that I had. So always remember, you will always remember how somebody makes you feel. That's, yeah, and that I think was instilled in me from people always remember how they make you feel. And I really hope that people that know me, have known me and get to know me, really know my authenticity, and just, I really do care. Like, people don't know how much you know, they know how much you care. And also for you to have an experience where you remember that you can't, there's no second chance for first impressions. Yes. So anyway, so long story short, I went to Croatia, obviously. We did 1.4 million Rand sales in our first year. 1.4 million. And I actually did this vision board. Oh, I should have put the dates on it. So I'll get better soon. But this, I think this vision board was one of the first ones that I did, because I knew that I wanted to have a wedding dress and a wedding cake. It was all that season for me. And it must have been the first year, because I wasn't married yet, and I knew. So that must have been, there's no picture of a waterfall, but maybe I couldn't find one. But there's the tropical island, there's pictures of tropical islands and really beautiful places. And I knew that I wanted a destination wedding. So this must have been about 2009, 2008, 2009. And the first incentive we won was Croatia. I had a file and a whole lot of stuff in the garage. And we had a huge flood on the 3rd of June, 2024, a couple of months ago. And yeah, a lot of our stuff was completely ruined. Baby books, photos, just the stuff that's sentimental. Yes, it's just stuff. So take photos and add them on Facebook, because those memories will pop up in 3 years, 5 years. If you like it or not, it's just going to be a reminder of how far you've come. Okay, so I did that vision board, and then the following year, this was the next one. So you become what you behold. I was in the wedding dress that I wanted. We went wedding dress shopping everywhere. I actually ended up finding this in Musgrave Road. And that wedding, if you are from the coast and you know that wedding dress shop where the windows, when you're a little girl, you drive past and there's the dress in the window. This is not the dress in the window, but this is the dress that came from there. That was not in the window, but I found it. And so yeah, we have had our season. We have gone to Phuket. This was the next one that they launched. We went to Singapore. We've had the nice house. We've had the stuff. We've lost the stuff. We've had the bucky. We literally lost the bucky. But if you can see the invisible, you can do the impossible. So I'm going to show people how to dream big, how to get over themselves. And the reason that I'm doing this today is because I want to be a hope dealer. I want to tell you that hold on, pain ends. I want to say to you today, hold on, pain ends. I'm sharing my story today with you so that you get to know who I am. I was Robyn from Honey. I am now Jude and Ezra's mom, because I hear that all the time. I was Keith's wife for a while. I mean, I still am Keith's wife, but that's who I identified as. But in this season, I am Robyn Mumford. I am here to make a difference. I am here to say I was born for such a time as this, and all of my pain is going to be somebody else's survival guide. I'm going to show up every single day for whoever needs some hope. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show people how they can change their zip code, how they can change their address, how they can change their bank accounts, how they can change anything. Anything you choose to change, you can change, because you were made for more. So if you've got to the end of this, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. I do hope that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can go and comment if you want my TikTok link. I'll send it to you. You know, I don't want people to just be looky-loo because they're going to mess with my algorithm, but I will share my TikTok account that I started on the 1st of July, 2024. 1st of July, 2024. Yes, we are now on the 21st of August, So as a point of reference for later on, we can look at that. But I just want to leave something with you. You don't need to have big certificates to prove that you are able to do something. This is when I was still posthumous, so that was my maiden name. You don't need to have the big certificates, but they do help to remind you. So if you've got something that is your reminder of a success that you've had and a hope that you had that you could reach, and you've actually done it already. Because if I listen to these Zoom calls like I did last night in the Legacy Builders program that I'm a part of, and all you need is 12 customers. All you need is 12 customers to earn 10K per month. All you need is 12 customers to get, I'm like, what? I recruited like over 600 people when I did honey, and that's the ones that I can see on a database. There's a lot more people. Those were my recruits. Those are not my clients. So in 16 years, if I could have had my honey business on automation, I don't even know where those people are now. Facebook came in in a time after I had already built the foundation. So now I'm building a foundation. I'm not here to show somebody how to get rich quick. I'm not showing somebody how to have instant gratification, because I can tell you now, things that you put in the microwave are for instant. If you are wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to get out of debt, if you are willing to not use your credit card and wait until it's paid off, or if you're willing to save something that you want, if you're willing to wait, I'm telling you now, it will be all worth it. I'm going to be speaking about a whole lot of stuff over the next couple of weeks. I'll make it clear. I will keep to the point. I remember when I used to do my honey meetings, Sonia used to sit right in the front, and she was like, okay, I'm making notes, and then next time she'll be like, okay, you need to cover these things and you need to stick to the agenda. So I will stick to the agenda. I've got a lot of years of experience, and although I've got just myself that I'm talking to here into camera, I'm hoping that this reaches you wherever you are at. I'm a digital marketer that has got cut lighting. I'm a digital marketer that's going to impact your life, and this is just where it starts. So I'm currently in a place where I'm giving myself 6 months to change 6 lives, to have an impact on 6 lives. 1 month. I will work with you. It's a 2-hour workday. If you are putting your hand up and you're saying me, I will sit with you for those 2 hours a day. This is me giving you my word. So if you are ready to make a change today, I will hold your hand. And if you're wanting to have $10,000 months in 2025, the time is now. So follow me, subscribe, follow my journey. I've got people that are saying, I'll watch and see if you get it right. I've got people that have asked, have you made money yet? I tell you now that I'm here on this digital growth community to learn skills, because I'm learning skills that I can market myself. I will then take those skills and then impart those skills on different businesses. So it will be an overnight success. Oh, wow, you were lucky. That's fine, whatever you think. So if you look at people that have written books, they have an idea, they start writing. By the time they start the idea to writing the book, to selling the book, to having the success, how long does it take? This is me writing a book. This is me writing a new story. This is about me not pushing a sale. I will speak about what I'm selling because I want to show you what's possible. But I'm going to share things with you that are going to be far more valuable than money. You're going to figure out your worth. You are going to figure out all the stuff that I figured out over the last couple of months and years. And I will share with you, because you know what? There's only one of me. So there are loads of people you can follow on YouTube. There's loads of people you can follow on TikTok, but there's only one me. And guess what? There's only one you. So you choose today what you choose. And thank you so much if you've been here for half an hour, you are amazing. And I believe in you. And I believe that I'm going to have an impact on people's lives because I'm showing up. And yeah, if not me, then who?